Welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights 2 Sarmates. This is Big Los, and we find ourselves in the forum of Ulpia Traiana Sarmizegetusa. We need to get to this place, Bucoros Tap. That was the lead that we were given. So we have to go over to this bridge to cross the river. Now I've learned that every single Dacian in this city has a lot of money that you can steal, and most of them have healer's kits +1 that you can steal as well. So if you really wanted to, you could get rich just robbing people here. Sadanaya, why are you lagging behind so badly? Oh well, no matter. Let's open the door, go on inside, and then we'll have a look-see.
Well, hello there.
Well, what an atmosphere. Romans know how to have a party. Dacians have learned quickly. Anyway, I like it. Well, let's not stay here too long. Would you accept to be my dancing partner, Karsus? With pleasure, Amaje. Alright, so it looks like we were getting down for a couple seconds. Amaje was dancing for a little bit longer. So this is the guy we need to talk to. I don't know if it's Gaius or Gaius. I'm gonna say Gaius. Gaius Pupias. This guy's the Centurion that Dapex told us to go find.
I greet you, my child.
Are you Centurion Gaius Pupias? Yeah, why should you be concerned? Dapex the merchant has advised me to speak to you. Whoa, look at that. Dapex, that little smuggler scum. Get lost. Well, as a matter of fact, I'd like to talk to one of Governor Calparius Proclass's officers. So you've got one in front of you, and he doesn't want to speak to you. Got it? What an atmosphere. Should I buy you a drink? No, and I do not like the atmosphere. Not at all. But you see the tall lady who is lasciviously dancing ahead of this hardly civilized Dacian, who he is so close he might lick her ass. Oh my goodness. She's got a lot of style. Should I understand she is appealing to you? Of course, idiot. She is my wife, Dame Flavia Pupia. I didn't know. She is very beautiful. I know it, idiot. You see, since she has discovered this bloody tavern, she demands we come in every night. And every night she madly dances. And all the guys of the Legion think I'm a debauchee, while I am an honest Roman citizen, a soldier above all. But didn't you know she liked dancing? Until now, Flavia Pupia was a reserved lady who never mingled with the populace as a true Roman matrona should do. But here, far from Roma, she has forgotten all her principles. Look at her wiggling around like a Dacian strumpet. And there is worse. Worse? Yes. When finally exhausted, she accepts we get back home. She collapses on her bed, and she pretends she is too tired to fulfill her marital duty. This has lasted for months. I can't stand it anymore. What do you do to make her eager to fulfill her conjugal duty? Why don't you dance with her instead of pitting yourself? I wonder why I am talking to you about it. Well, without a doubt, because you are not from here. So I am less at risk to become a laughing stock among my men. To come back to Procurator Proclass. I've got only you at hand. I want that Flavia becomes what she had always been again. I want her to go back to the way she was. But what can I do? Flavia might be swayed by a divine word. Go and see the priest of Nemesis. He will find the words. You will repeat them to Flavia. She will listen to you. Me? Why don't you go and see the priest? He doesn't like legionnaires. Besides, I can't leave Flavia alone here. Look at all these ephebes. I don't know what that means. Who knows what could happen? Would you want that Flavia get fucked by one of these guys and that I might become a laughing stock among my men? Gaius Pupias the cuckold? Come on, do me a favor and I'll consider your request. Okay, so we have to go to the temple now. You don't give me any choice, do you? So she likes to dance in front of all these Dacians, huh? What's wrong with you? Don't you see I'm dancing?
I say yes.
Let's see if she has any money on her. Yeah, she has some money. 29 gold pieces. I'm sure if we stayed for a bit, we could rob everybody in here. See if she has any items. No, failure. Oh, looks like some of my spells have worn off. And I don't have any more castings of heroism. How about if we rest in here? Alright. Let's cast it again.
Imitation.
Alright, let's try it again. Yeah, it doesn't look like she has any other items besides gold on her. Well, I like gold. Gold is good. Oh! I spoke too soon. We just got a healer's kit +1 from her. Yeah, it looks like we can get a healer's kit +1 from pretty much everybody. Every Dacian. If we steal long enough from them. See, we just got a healer's kit +1 from this guy over here.
Your command?
But we got better things to do than just sit around here robbing people. Let's talk to this guy, Duras, not to be confused with the Duras sisters from the next generation.
What can I do for you?
Welcome to the Bucoros Tap, the best tavern of Dacia. How is the business going? I can't complain. The Roman orgies are a large success. But afterward, what a cleaning. Vomit everywhere. Not to mention the more intimate stains or secretions. Fortunately, orgies take place only on Veneris Dies. It is said that in Roma, they take place every day. Glad it's Sambati Diem. I'm quiet for 1 week. I think this means like Viernes or Friday. And the other one is Saturday. Too bad. We will have to leave before then. What would you like to drink? Do you know that Centurion Gaius Pupias comes here only to keep watch on his wife? Sure. He stays idle, doesn't drink, doesn't dance, and looks everywhere all the time. Well, customers do whatever they want. She drinks for him. The days of orgy, she has pity on him and doesn't stay. However, I'm pretty sure she would like to stay. What makes you say that? I almost did her. Sure, she has a rather unappealing appearance. However, behind her stiffly necked attitude, she must be hot. One day I was going to the cellar to get wine, so I passed by the latrines. I saw her from behind. She believed she was alone because she was squirming her firm buttocks bare naked. She was fingering herself. She heard me. I was turning away politely, but she smiled at me. I don't know what came over me. I started to fondle her butt. She didn't protest. My hands were going to adventure a bit deeper, but I heard the heavy pace of her husband, so I ran quickly away to the cellar. And since then, she stays distant. I Either she fears her husband or she regrets her behavior, or both. I don't want to bother her again. But you could try to have sex with her. You aren't staying for long. Do you think so? I'll think about it, but not for now. What would you like to drink? What have you got? Alright, so this guy sells potions, just like most of the other people in the forum. We could also get some empty bottles here. If you want to make a potion, we have the crafting book. I didn't make any bandages like I said I was going to at the end of the last episode. We could buy this healer's kit. We could buy these thieves' tools. And then we can have you
Yes.
reimburse us by stealing.
I say yes.
See if we can steal something from you. 29 gold pieces. Not bad. How about a healer's kit +1? Yep, we got one. Alright. Maybe one more time and then we'll go to the Temple of Nemesis. Alright, 25 gold pieces.
Yes.
Well, that's all I think we can do in here for right now. The only other people that are in here are Dacians.
You'll follow me, won't you?
Your command?
Alright. Let's take our leave and we'll go to the temple. See if the priest will help us. And then I guess we'll come back. Say the magic word to Flavia. Ooh, what does this say? At Bucoros Tap, the best beer of Dacia. Roman orgia every Veneris Dies. Venus days. Or Friday. Yep, I was right. So that's where they got the word viernes in Espanol. Alright, so here's the temple, not too far away. Got some more Dacians over here. Oh, we can actually walk inside. It's pretty big. Whoa. You have to be careful of the camera angles in this place. Got some more Dacians.
Yes? What do you want?
Can you steal something for these people? Yeah, we got some money. I think every Dacian in this town has got some money and healer's kits on him. If we can only have a success. Let's try it one more time. Alright, we got a healer's kit +1 out of it.
Fall in.
Alright, let us open these doors, and this will actually take us to another area. Alright, and you know what? It is really bright in these interior areas. I'm thinking it's because of this Tomga that we're wearing, so we're going to disequip it, and now we can have a better view of what's going on inside here. Okay, so we're in the back of the Temple of Nemesis. Looks like we got some statues here. And this guy's completely naked. Zalmoxis doesn't say anything about him. Are these things going to come to life later? Because it says that he has an impossible challenge rating. This is the statue of Nemesis. Hey look, it's Kalen the Dove. Jeez, look at the unit on that guy, huh? Does it say anything? No. And then we have some boar here. This one's easy. However, it doesn't have a name on it. That's weird. So this is the priest, Charnabon, or Charnabon.
Well met.
Welcome to the Temple of Nemesis. I am Priest Charnabon. Could you speak about Nemesis? Oh man, topless, huh? I guess they weren't satisfied with just white marble. They had to paint her a lifelike color, huh? Of course, Nemesis is the goddess of vengeance. She represents the justice and the rhythm of destiny. For instance, she punishes the ones who live too happily among the mortals, or the excessively swelled kings. She is Zeus's hand of justice. She was loved by Zeus, so to escape his embrace she turned into a goose, but he turned into a swan. Her attributes are the justice sword, the balance, and the wheel of destiny which she drives. In Rome, Nemesis is worshipped by victorious generals and by gladiators whose patroness she is. Gladiators? There is a school in Ulpia Traiana Sarmizegetusa. Combats take place in the amphitheater. However, Governor Calparius Proclass has suspended the school activity because of the political context. What about the other statue? This is Zalmoxis, the god of the Dacians. He was a freed slave of Pythagoras. You mean the same one from Pythagorean theorem? Then he spent about 3 years in a cavern in the mountains. He died, then rose from the dead. When he came back to Dacia, his country, he told the Dacians that they were going to live in happiness forever after death. Zalmoxis got divine powers on a sacred mountain called Kogaionon. A slave who became God. Do the Dacians worship other gods? Yes, for instance, Gabelazes, god of sky and lightning, Bendis, goddess of forests, wizardries, and moon, Duras, god of health, Pinos, god of metallurgy, and others. However, Zalmoxis is the most important. Zalmoxis is dead and alive. He is the one who achieved the final liberation. Dacians are sad when someone is born, but are the happiest of the world when they die in combat. After death, they all get close to Zalmoxis, the supreme god. Well, it sounds like you Dacians have it backwards. The other deities are linked to the life on earth and do not play any role after death. So we follow the commandments of Zalmoxis, even if they are hard to follow. What commandments? Zalmoxis forbids to drink wine to anyone. In addition, priests are forbidden to eat meat. I believe it came from Pythagoras' teachings. I got used to the last, but as many Dacians, I can't get used to the first. I am also priest of Nemesis, after all. Duras has got a reserve of an excellent vintage. However, I can't go openly to the Bucoros Tap. If you could do me a favor, I'll be grateful. Of course, a glass of wine can't be harmful. How can a priest of Nemesis be of any help? I have a request on behalf of Gaius Pupias, a Centurion of the XIII Gemina. I do not like him. However, I'm listening. He is complaining that his wife Flavia Pupia spends all her time dancing at the Bucoros Tap, and that she neglects him while she obliges him to waste his time at the Bucoros Tap. She doesn't oblige him to come. He obliges himself to come and keep watch on her. And he hadn't even thought once that dancing with her would please her. That's what I said. You seem to be perfectly aware of... Of course, she came several times to the temple. The guy is embittered for whatever reason, and he is going to throw away the rest of his life. I have advised her to divorce. However, she can't make her mind to do that. Why should I help the Centurion? And why do you want to help him? Gaius Pupias will get me an audience at the governor's palace if I help him. You and your friends are neither Romans nor Greeks. Obviously, you are neither Dacian nor Thracian. When you speak Latin, your accent is not as guttural as the Suebi. I'd say Sarmatian or from a tribe of the east, perhaps Parthian. If you look for getting in the palace, it is obviously not to help the Romans. We are Sarmatian indeed, but I told you nothing. Anyway, I'm going to help you. I got used to the Roman presence, but I regret our independence. Or I regret not having our independence. You surely are here to strike Romans a blow. Just say to Flavia that Zalmoxis is ready to meet Nemesis. That's all. And that's going to persuade her. Don't worry, go. Very well. How can a priest of Nemesis be of any help? I'm just paying a visit to the temple. And it looks like we have spell failure in this room.
Yes? What do you want?
I'm thinking we might have a battle in here in the future. No? Failure. Let's try to rob one more time. Alright. Got 28 gold pieces.
Yes.
Let's head on back to the Bucoros Tap. We'll say that word to the Dame Flavia. We'll get the wine for the priest, Charnabon. And then I guess we'll come back with it. I mean, it's not too far away from here. Whoa. I mean, you really have to watch your camera angles while you're in there. Alright, here's Bucoros Tap. I wonder if there's any other points of interest in this town. I mean, it looks like there's a house over here and over here. And a bunch of houses over here. I wonder if we can go in any of them. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is... Where'd he go? Oh, he's over there. Alright, let's go get the wine for Charnabon.
What can I do for you?
What would you like to drink? Priest Charnabon has spoken about a wine vintage. Without the Romans, what would have become of the poor priests? Nemesis helps him to interpret Zalmoxis' instructions. Here, take the bottle and don't show it. Charnabon will be happy. What would you like to drink? Nothing. Alright. Now, I suppose we'll... Oh yeah, why don't you see if the Centurion has anything to steal? No, he doesn't have anything. He's like the only one in here who doesn't have anything.
Fall in.
Alright, let's talk to Flavia.
Greetings.
How do you dare to bother a Roman citizen? Ave Dame, I come on behalf of the priest of Nemesis. Have you a message to give to me? He told me that Zalmoxis was ready to meet Nemesis, and that you will understand. This pleases me, and I thank you. About Centurion Gaius Pupias. I believe I have really pushed his patience too far. The priest's words are showing me the truth. I see. Zalmoxis is your husband, and you are Nemesis. Something like that. Somehow. No, I think you mean to say something like that. Listen, I am willing to thank you. When you have some free time, pay me a visit. I'm going to mark the house on your map. Here's the key. Yes. Forgive me, but now I must take care of my husband. Gaius! What is it, Flavia? I'm growing tired of this noisy tavern. I am dying for tranquility snuggled up in your arms. However, promise me that the very few times I'll come back here, you'll dance with me. I think you can only accept Gaius Pupias. For sure I do, my dear Flavia. I'm waiting for you at home. Thank these people. Vale, goodbye. Be quick, Gaius. Or Gaius. Of course. I'll see you very soon, darling. About Governor Proclass. I don't know what you did to convince her, but I thank you. Talk to the guards in front of the palace and require to meet Primus Pilus Servius Epidius on behalf of me. Man, these Romans have long names. Vale. Flavia is waiting for me. Perfect. Vale. Alright, so they're leaving. So we're going to take our leave. And then let's go back to the temple and give the priest his wine. In fact, I'll meet you over there. Alright, we're back in the rear part of the Temple of Nemesis, so we're gonna talk to Charnabon and give him the wine that we got.
Well met.
How can a priest of Nemesis be of any help? Duras has given me an excellent bottle of wine for you. Splendid! May Nemesis grant you a destiny full of happiness. Here is 200 A's for you. May the goddess be thanked. How can a priest of Nemesis be of any help? He can't. So we lost the wine. We got some money. I guess we could have donated it, but I don't think it would have done us any good. Alright, let's check the journal. So we can meet Primus Pilus Servius Epidius at the governor's palace. And we also have a key to Flavia Pupia's house. She has requested that we go there. Where it says require, I think he means request. That would make more sense in this context. And we're a real living legend for the Eozoges. Okay. So we're gonna go back out. I'll meet you there. Alright, here we are outside the Temple of Nemesis. Let's check the map. Looks like we got another point of interest over here. That's the Domus of Flavia. We already went to this one, so we can ignore that. So what's gonna be? I think this one over here will be shorter. This is gonna be the longer one. So while we still have some time for this episode, I guess we'll head on over here. I guess that means we have to cross the bridge. Because it doesn't look like we can access this part from over here. Very well. In fact, I should probably have you lead us. And then while you pass by people, you can just try to rob them. That way we'll be able to get some money out of it. Yeah, we got 26 gold pieces from that one. Go over here, we'll rob this guy. Got a hero's kit +1 from him. Now, the Dacians all have things, but the Romans do not. It's kind of odd. Oh, failed that one. Failed again. Here's a nice looking house. We don't have access to it yet. Here's a door that we can open, but we can't get in front of for some reason. That's kind of odd to me. Oh well. And this is the house that we're looking for.
Yes.
So let's use a key on it. And we're going to open the door and go on inside. And we're going to see what she wants. I believe I have interrupted you. Yeah, because it looks like you're giving head to this guy. Do you prefer that I come back later? Well, agreed, I'll come back later. Oh, it's you. What are you doing here? I told him to come, Charnabon. As a matter of fact, I understand better the allegory now. Zalmoxis is ready to meet Nemesis, so you're Nemesis, and the priest is Zalmoxis, huh? It is good that gods meet. Yes, of course, but why should I be concerned? I have been waiting that moment for a while. However, Charnabon did not dare to take the plunge. Your visit has decided him. We met together thanks to you. Well, my best wishes for happiness. Now... No, stay. Share this moment with Charnabon and me. Dr. Manhattan, is that you? Us three? Is the priest fine with it? Nemesis is a goddess of balance. If I do not share my happiness, she will punish me for an excess of happiness. Share. Only a priest could present it that way. Join us, will you? Drink a glass of wine and come. It would please me. Well, you know what they say, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Well, I mean, we're not in Rome, but we are in the Roman Empire, which could be considered Rome. You know, they brought their customs with them. Why not? After all, Roman rights look pleasant. So come here. Fine. My party. Everyone stayed outside? Uh-oh. Busted. Here's Gaius Pupias.
I greet you, my child.
What are you doing here? Or what about you? I'm looking for Flavia. She is neither at the tavern nor at the temple. People told me they saw her coming here and that the priest of Nemesis got in a short time afterward. So where is she? I have one of these headaches. It should be the wine, you know, hangover. Where is Flavia? Lower. My head is thumping. It's not only your head that's gonna thump if you do not answer. Let's see, which one should we do? I wonder if he will have us killed if we say this to him. Flavia was just willing to thank the priest and me. She told me to come here. I found them both, in a very intimate position. Yeah, I'll say. I joined them. I'm sorry. Then I drank too much wine. I don't believe you. You and this bloody priest are doing everything to sully her reputation. Flavia is a faithful wife. Yeah, go ahead and believe that. However, this life among hardly civilized barbarians is tormenting her. You are not going to make me believe that you and her have never taken part in any orgy or any in Saturnalia, are you? Nothing to do with barbarian. Saturnalia are Roman traditional celebrations. And if Flavia took part in orgies with me, it has always been in the interest of the family. How is that in the interest of the family, taking part in an orgy? And in the interest of your promotion in the Legion, Centurion. Enough. Where is she, I think is what it's supposed to say. She has likely left. The priest too. They have surely let me sleep it off. Perhaps. I'm going to call it quits. Anyway, the nightmare is over. My duty here is over. I'm leaving to Rome in the coming days. There, Flavia won't neglect me and won't be tempted to give in to barbarian advances. Never cross my path again. As you wish. Oh, and we got 200 XP for that. Oh, what do we have here? A scroll. It seems that Flavia has rented the house without her husband knowing it. that what the scroll says? Alright, well, I guess we'll take our leave of this place. Next, we're going to go to the mansion of Calparius Proclass.
Pleasure to see you.
Oh, there's my party. So you all were waiting out here this entire time? What did you do in this house? It took a long time. Well, let's say that Flavia Pupia and Priest Charnabon were getting acquainted with each other. Very intimately. No possible ambiguity. They offered me wine. I drank too much. We saw Flavia Pupia leaving, quite disheveled. And a bit later, the priest, with a large, satisfied smile on his lips. Then Centurion Pupias got in. I talked to him. He didn't look that suspicious about his wife. Wait. His wife was with the priest inside and he didn't suspect anything? Apparently, he doesn't suspect anything or doesn't want to suspect anything. Well, but what about you? I took part in their games. We should try, you know. The Romans claim they're civilized. And not only you talk about imitating them, but you fornicate with them. Well, why don't we talk to some of our party members about what's been happening?
Pleasure to see you.
What do you want to ask about Carsus? What do you think of the Roman towns? The architecture is spectacular, as a matter of fact. However, such a comfort can only make people lazy. You were right. Enjoying such a comfort and served by slaves, a warrior gets weaker. What do you want to ask? What do you think about the way I behave? Why that question? That's the same thing you said before. Good, very well. Another time. Alright, what about you, Soslin?
Hello.
What do you think of the Roman towns? I remain a Sarmatian shaman. However, I think we are real savages as compared to the Romans. We should get more interested in science instead of listening to the old retrograde people such as Hammets. You are right. I gladly imagine myself in a nice stone house with a couple of slaves at my service instead of spending my life under a tent. Guess we'll talk to Sananaya.
Well, hello there.
What do you want to know? What do you think of the Roman towns? It's fabulous, incredible. What a rich architecture. However, I don't know if I would like to live here. I would be at risk to lose contact with nature. I also prefer wide open spaces and a life outdoors. What do you want to know? Nothing. And last but not least,
Good to see you.
Atzamats. What do you want to know? What do you think of the Roman towns? They are very beautiful. I'd like to spend some time in them, but not all my life. I would feel oppressed by the crowd. Yet it is much more bustling than our seedy encampment on the river Tizza. I think the way that we responded to them has affected our influence, but it doesn't say. Anyways, we are kind of running up on time here. Quite an eventful episode, I must say. Hopefully this won't get flagged. You know, it's computer generated, people. Get over it. Anyways, up next is to go to the Domus Procurator, the house of Calparius Proclass. And we're supposed to meet somebody there. So, will we be able to, I guess, what were we supposed to do? Assassinate him? Yeah, will we be able to do that? Find out next time. This is Big Los signing off. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. And, as always, Tango Buendia.